setback?
Yeah, I feel good. I feel better now. I've been skating with the guys and kind of getting my timing back. So, yeah, I'm excited to get back out there again.
Was this just something that popped up again from the injury from last month?
Yeah, it's just something that's been going on for a little bit now, and it's something that I've been maintaining, and it's just one of those things that acts up once in a while, and needed some time to kind of do some maintenance and bring it back to where it was.
Based solely off Hitchcock's answers during some interviews, it seemed like this was lingering a little bit, where it was like a true day-to-day injury. It was either you guys were expected to skate, you were expected to skate one day and then you weren't on the ice. Maybe talk about that.
Yeah, it was one thing, wake up in the morning and kind of see how it reacts from what I did the day before, and there were times where I was going to skate, but the next morning I didn't feel like I had it in me, or it was, for me, it was smarter to sit out than play at that point. So that's what I did, and at the end of the day you got to take care of your body, and I did it, and now I'm ready to go.
At a time like this, to be kind of stunted and in and out, and that's got to be pretty frustrating.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, I like watching hockey, but not as much as I have this year. So, I'm glad to be back, but at the same time, it's one of those things where you learn and you continue forward, and hopefully it doesn't happen again. So, yeah.
What can you say about the character of this team? I mean, the playoff race has been an uphill battle for sure, but this team has kind of refused to quit.
Definitely. I think it speaks highly on our top players to everybody else. Everybody in here wants to win. Nobody's okay with losing, and no matter what the situation is, we're gonna play hard, and we feel better about ourselves when we win. So, I mean, the more we can feel that, the better off we're gonna be.
Thanks, Jared.
Tight checking games against these guys, so it'll be the same tonight.
Just a little bit about tonight. I mean, it's Groundhog Day. There was a movie with Bill Murray, probably too young to have seen it, where he does the same thing sort of day after day after day. Does it feel like that now? You're just in that mode where you just do the same thing with the hope that it ends up being a win?
Yeah, we just try and play the same way as last game. I thought we played really well, and we got to find a way to close those games out.
7 of your last 8 meetings against the Ducks have been decided by 1 goal, 5 of which have gone to OT or shootout. Why is this matchup so tightly contested?
I think they're a tight checking group. It's always seems that way against these guys, that it's really tight, and not a lot of goal scores. So it'll probably be the same tonight.
Yeah, what would it mean to you to potentially win the Rocket League? Is that something on your mind at all?
I don't try and think about that. Just try and go out and try and play my game, and obviously, when I get a chance to put the puck in the net.
Thanks, Leon. Thanks, Leon.
Feels like more, but what's it like just sort of bouncing back and looking for 2 tonight?
Yeah, I think we like a lot of the things we did last game. I think we outplayed them for the most part. It's just a matter of creating more high quality chances by getting to their goalie. So if we can play that same way, just get to their net a little more, and try and create some more high-quality chances. We should be fine. But it's another important one for us, and hopefully go and get a win.
Does the mood change much? A couple nights ago, or 4 or 5 nights ago, you had the double hat tricks, a big win, and then you lose a point in overtime. I wonder if it's almost the same every day, or if you can kind of feel the fluctuation.
Well, that's what you try and get to. I think if you can have that where every day you come to the rink with the kind of the same mindset, the same attitude. Over the course of an entire season, you're going to be a lot better off for it, and that's the one thing you try and learn as you go along in this league, and not try and let your mood fluctuate depending on the result. So I think you look at our process last game, I thought we did a pretty good job, and we got to continue to do that and make some tweaks, but for the most part, I liked our game.
What can you say about the character of this team? I mean, the playoff race has certainly been an uphill battle, but this team has kind of refused to quit.
Yeah. I think it says a lot about the character in the room. I think it's important to have guys that continue to battle through, regardless of kind of the outcome or what's happening. I think guys have had a good attitude throughout this entire push, and we just got to keep fighting and keep trying to get wins.
Sam, regarding your opponent tonight, obviously standings-wise, this season hasn't gone the Ducks' way at all, really. But outside of yesterday's game against Calgary, they're always a team that seems to be in every game, either 1 or 2 goal games late. Why is that? What allows them to perhaps stay in games longer than people expect?
I think that's just this league. I think any team can beat any other team on any given night. It's a good league and a lot of good players, and even teams you see at the deadline that are trading off some players are finding ways to stay in games and be competitive. And I just think it speaks to how competitive this league's gotten. And for us tonight, it's just we got to continue to focus on our game and do the things that we know make us successful, and hopefully get a good result out of it.
Thanks.
except Jujar's in?
Yeah, Jujar's in, and we'll move Ryder to the right side with Brodziak and Luch.
So Curry's out?
Yeah.
That's all I got to ask.
I just wanted to ask you about Draisaitl, and he doesn't seem too concerned about trying to win the Rockaway Sharp, but he's there. Is there that in the back of anyone's mind, trying to get him that, or is you guys still just going out there playing and whatever happens, happens?
I just think whatever happens, happens, but his game it's really impressive right now. And it's not just the offensive part of his game, it's how he can create chances from work-based. And they had 7 of them last game where they knocked people out of the box and knocked people off pucks and created scoring chances. To me, like I said before, it's an easy sell for a coach when your top players are doing it. And I think that's why they're getting so many odd man rushes, quite frankly, is because they check the puck back. And they knock people out of the box, and they get 2-on-1s and 3-on-2s because of it, and they're dangerous. When you give a twosome like that in an odd man rush, you know they're going to get a quality scoring chance. They don't go very often without getting one. And I think as long as you're willing to check for your chances, you're going to get quality ones, and he has the ability to finish. I think the thing that Leon does better than anybody is he puts himself in a shooting position off the rush, so that shot gets away in a hurry, and it's hard to recover to as a goalie, really hard.
Ken, 7 of the last 8 matchups between these two teams have been decided by 1 goal, 5 of which have gone to OT and shootout. Is there a certain dynamic of this matchup that makes it so closely contested?
Yeah, in the games I've coached, neither team gives up much. Like, it's kind of close to the vest hockey. Like, neither team gives odd man rushes. Ice is hard to get in the D zone. And when both lineups were full, we played each other really physically. Like, the games in Anaheim were really physical games, and they had a real edge to them. So I don't think either team had much room out there, and I'm not sure. Like, they've got a lot of young skating players, so their lineups changed quite a bit from the physical lineup that played us. Even when they were back here, like, there's 3 or 4 different players who are all skaters. So I don't know if it's going to be more wide open or not, but man, the games in Anaheim were really physical.
You guys had a strong performance on Thursday night. What do you hope to see carry over from then to tonight?
Well, we've really played well 12 of the last 14 games, so I don't want that to change. We're going to need a little bit of help in our destiny, but the big turnaround starts now. We have to win today. We have to win today's game. Players know that. And then now you've got something going on where Colorado has to play on the road, and we have to play on the road. So who knows what happens, but we have to win today. So to me, it's just singular focus, continue to play well, continue to value the stuff we put in place, the pressure game that we're playing right now. We're turning a lot of pucks over, creating a lot of scoring chances off our forecheck. We just got to stay on that page.
So how is it different when you play an Anaheim team with no Kessler and no Getzlaf?
Well, when you play against Kessler and Getzlaf, they can be really intimidating, and there's a certain level of maturity to play those guys that you have to have, and they're not in. And so now you've got guys that are hungry. Steele looks like he's going to be a real good player, and they've got Shore back in the middle where I like him. I liked him in the middle there, and so they got more of a skating group in here right now. But when you play against Getzlaf and Kessler, there's a certain level of intimidation that they use against you one-on-one, and you need to have a high level of maturity to play through it. Okay, thanks.